So this is a head of broccoli. You probably recognize it. The first thing I want to do to prepare broccoli is just remove the stems with the little leaves on them. So I just pull those off with my hands. You can also cut them off with a paring knife. So I'm going to go ahead and trim down this stem, just removing the brown dried up bits off the side. And then cut off the dried end. And then remove the crown from the stem. So this is the crown, and this is the stem. And then I'm going to go ahead and cut the stem up into rounds. My rounds are maybe a 1/4 inch thick. And then I'm going to put the stem in the bottom of a saucepan with a little bit of water in there. There you can see the rounds in the saucepan. They're just barely covered in water. And then I'm going to cut up the crown of the broccoli into these small florets. So floret is just the word for this piece of the broccoli, and I'm going to put that right on top of the stems in the saucepan. So I'm just going to use my knife to sort of find where the broccoli wants to separate itself, you know, where I can find these little stems, and cut that off. So here's, you know, a big stem piece, and I'm going to just slice that off and make myself a little floret like that. Same thing, just keep going. And then at some point you get all these small pieces, and then I'm just going to, you know, pick a place to cut to make the right size piece. So now I have all of these florets of broccoli, and I'm just going to put them in my saucepan on top of my stems. So just in the saucepan like that. And now I'm going to go ahead and add enough water to cover up just the stems, not the florets. So the reason that I put the rounds in the saucepan is because broccoli retains its nutrients best if you steam it. Broccoli is high in vitamin C and vitamin K, and if you steam it, you're going to get the most bang for your buck in terms of getting those nutrients, and it's a delicious way to eat broccoli. But the stems don't cook as quickly as the crown does, so if you put the stems in the bottom and cover them with water, they'll boil in the water, and then you can set the florets from the crown on top of those stems, and that will steam the florets and boil the stems, and you'll end up with both of them being cooked at the same time to the right doneness. I have enough water in my saucepan just to cover up the stems. I'm going to take my lid and throw that on the saucepan, and I'm going to put this on the stove on medium-high for just a couple of minutes.